So as many of you probably have heard, Kari Lake has gone to court after the 2022 gubernatorial race in the state of Arizona. And today was day one of the hearings of the entire case. And I can already tell the media is going to spin this as a victory for Hobbs and all this other crap. Well, today we're going to be discussing what really happened in the hearing today. Was it a victory for Lake? Was it a victory for Hobbs? And what's ultimately going to happen? Now, this is a disclaimer. There are two disclaimers. Number one, I am not a legal expert. I'm not saying I'm some expert at the law that knows every single tidbit. I just know the basic procedures and stuff that happens within a courtroom. In the second part, I am not alleging the F word, right? YouTube, this is talking about what happened in the court case today and giving my perspective on it. I'm not alleging, ballots were, what, or something like that. What I am saying, however, is this will be solely focused on the case, all right? What was said today and all this good stuff. Now, before we continue, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash that like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Guys, you know the deal. If you join the channel today, it only costs 10 cents a day, and it helps support the daily content. So I hope you join today. All right, sorry, I had to quickly get something to drink real quick. All right, so let's get into this. What will be a very controversial video. Now, I understand a lot of people are going to see, oh, well, the media said Katie Hobbs won this hearing and stuff. No, I recommend you actually watch the hearings themselves because it was fascinating to hear these experts, these witnesses, their perspective of what happened, plus some of the clowns that ran this election. I'm not even going to allege anything. I think everybody can agree that even without the F word, I'm not alleging the F word in this situation, this was a total shit show beyond belief. And I understand that a lot of people are saying, oh, well, you guys are just conspiracy theorists like 2020. Difference was, a lot of what people like me, others, Kari Lake's campaign have been saying is based on reality. This was improperly conducted, not illegal, or not the F word. You get the point. It wasn't the F word, but it was, at best, an incompetent ran election. Now, let's get into it. So the main crux of Kari Lake's campaign, their, lawsuit, is there's two counts. One, the printer-on-demand stuff, and the chain of custody. Those are the two main things. There were other counts, but sadly, they didn't get proceeded with. I don't know why, but whatever. So the two main parts is printer-on-demand and chain of custody. If you don't know, Maricopa County has a stupid system of you could vote anywhere. These print-on-demand garbage machines where you go to there's not really precincts. It's not a precinct-based voting. You go to a vote center, you vote, you ask, you tell them what precinct you live in, whatever. They print a ballot out, you fill out there, all that good stuff. Well, what happened in the election was long lines, a lot of vote centers had issues, and there were some severe questions about chain of custody. I'm not alleging anything. This is just what was discussed. And the witnesses that Kari Lake's campaign called to the stand, questioned all that good stuff, they gave a coherent story. So the first one was, of course, Stephen Richard, one of the bozos that run Maricopa County. Of course, he wasn't even there. He was in Panama City for vacation. Very convenient. You go the second there is a court hearing. But he fled. He didn't even wear a tuxedo or anything. He didn't wear a suit, anything. He just wore a regular t-shirt. It's like, really? That's how you're going to treat a court case like this? But either way, he was cross-examined by the defense, or the plaintiffs, both actually, and it became quite clear that he's not really that valuable in this case. I mean, he just came with the generic answers like, we did the best we could, and all this other crap. But then another witness came from Maricopa County, kind of the same deal, but it was a bigger question of like, okay, he supposedly helped write the election day manual, right? He doesn't even know some of the contents within the manual that he supposedly read or wrote, which is very suspicious, to say the least. But it is what it is. Maybe he forgot and all that good stuff. So the first two witnesses, I wouldn't really call that much of a, much weight into it, because, like, you don't even know what you wrote. It's like, okay, whatever. But the third witness, oh boy. Now, I'm not allowed to say on YouTube what he said, but this is what he did allege in a nutshell. Again, YouTube, I'm quoting somebody. I do not believe, or, well, it's not alleging the F word. What he said was something changed the printer settings, where, if you don't know, Arizona or Maricopa County in this instance, they had 20-inch ballots, right? What happened was the settings were changed where it was a 19-inch image of the ballot. Like, there's supposed to be a 20-inch image of the ballot that's printed on the paper. There was a 19-inch ballot image that printed on a 20-inch paper. And that's where the tabulation problems began. Now, he goes into detail what he thinks happened. I'm not allowed to say it here because YouTube, but I recommend, if you want to hear the whole thing, go watch the entire case yourself. Go find a highlight stream somewhere that's going to be out eventually. But he gave a very good reason, like, hey, these settings should not change like this. There's no reason these change at all, which is damning alone. But the other witnesses for Kari Lake's campaign were also strong. So the tech guy, basically, he was like, yeah, the only way these problems could have occurred is if somebody manually changed the settings within the machines. And I'm not alleging it's the F word or anything like that. There is a serious case that this was just pure incompetence, which, knowing Maricopa County, I would not be shocked by. But any other case, there was big problems. There were big problems with, they had such a lack of security where you could change the settings of printers that print the ballots. It's like, it doesn't seem very secure. But then the next person came in, a lady, and I think she wasn't the best. She was mostly there for the chain of custody stuff. In a nutshell, what it was she got some of the documents she wanted, right? Freedom of Information Act, or whatever they call it in Arizona. Act, you request paperwork from the government, all that stuff. Freedom of information. There's a sunshine law or something like that in Arizona. You get the point. And she requested it from Maricopa. She only got some of the ballots, or I should say some of the chain of custody documents for the ballots. Now, is there a chance those things have arrived? Yeah. But where are they? Why aren't they being shown to the people investigating this? It's the Freedom of Information Act. It shouldn't be that difficult. Now, there is a chance there was a miscommunication. They never got it to them, but it's like, those documents should be immediately ready. Like, oh, you want to see them? Bam, here you go. This was almost a month ago that they requested those documents, and they didn't get it yet? Yeesh. There's some shady stuff going on now. I'm more than likely saying it's incompetence, but the fact that they never got it's the worst. But the best witness of the day for Kari Lake's campaign was the third guy. And again, I recommend you watch the entire stream, all right? Or watch the highlights, not the media highlights. There's going to be some highlights out. Somebody's going to post it. But man, this third guy, I think, truly changed the course of this case. Originally, I said Lake had like a 5% chance of success. I'm up to 20% after this testimony. I don't know what the defense was doing. I honestly have no clue why. So what happened was this third guy basically helped discuss the wait times, how Maricopa County, they flat out lied about the wait times and stuff. It's like, yeah, there was definitely some serious problem with the wait times. It wasn't as, just 2 vote centers like they claimed. It was over 60% had long wait times and malfunctions. But then the defense started to speak. And what they did was unravel how incompetent the defense was. In fact, watch the entire exchange. It was so pathetic. You could see the judge in the corner just start to just lose his mind with some of these freaking questions. They kept going on and on and on about, oh, can you prove this? This other factor or this other defect? It's like, I already proved a lot of other things. And if I had more time, I probably would prove other things or get some data on other factors. It was such a disaster. Like, what are you doing? And again, I recommend you do watch the live stream. So at the end of the day, the third witness was the biggest game changer. He talked about the times, how long people waited. He was very composed up there. And when the defense started to speak, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse for them. I mean, at this point, Kari Lake's campaign, I think, in my opinion, has proved what they needed to prove. Now, there, of course, will be a day two. Tomorrow, I think the defense gets to call as witnesses. I'm pretty sure. But I think the plaintiffs may have one or two more witnesses to call and then closing arguments. The only reason that I think this still is only a 20% chance for Lake to succeed is the fact that you're asking a judge to do quite a bit. I mean, if Lake somehow wins, I hope people understand what would exactly happen. It would have, so just say I'm not allowed to say it here, but it wouldn't be pretty, and that's the problem. The courts, they don't want to really essentially order revote. That's what happened in this situation. They really do not want to do that. That's the reason I don't think that's still going to succeed. If it does, I would be surprised. But after today, it's around a 20% chance of happening. But anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying what the plaintiff's witnesses stated. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.